Hello, can you tell what is common among the following set of people? But before we begin, let me tell you, this list is not exactly exhaustive. I just try to include people from different walks of life and to show this concept is applicable for almost everyone. Okay, so coming back to the list, what do you observe? The first thing you might say is that all of them are plurals. Great, that means they are in groups or teams. Now, because they work in teams, they have some common features. Let's take the first from the list, the married couples. Well, this line is actually a graphical representation of the team effectiveness plotted against time. So, in the initial days of marriage or in a relationship, it's a rosy picture. People are into each other, they totally support each other, back each other's wishes and desires, complement each other so much so that they feel they complete each other, or even they feel like they bring about the best in each other. As a team, and as a fundamental unit of the society, they are more and more effective by the day. In fact, they could even make the lives of other people, other single people around them miserable by even making them feel jealous and thereby forcing them into getting into relationships of their own. But this is not long lived. You see, from this point, things start going downhill. Slowly, problems start creeping in the otherwise harmless differences. I mean, slowly problems start creeping in, and the otherwise harmless differences make them unable to stand each other. Okay. At this point, you must understand that I'm not talking about abusive relationships, just the normal ones. So, the difference in opinion might take them to a point where they feel like they bring about the worst in each other, and they kind of conclude that the whole relationship might be falling apart. You see, right here at this point. But even this phase doesn't stretch for long. If they stick on to each other long enough, they learn to adapt to each other's differences and work towards a common goal of building up a healthy relationship and even leading a happy family life. This is where life gets back on track and the couple as a team start performing better than ever. Now, let us look what happens with the professional team or at the work front. Imagine that you're a part of a team that is being put together to work on a new project under a project manager. Or imagine that you're a doctor who has joined a new hospital. The initial days are very exciting, sometimes stressful, but mostly exciting because the environment is new, the team is new, and you're very eager and keen to understand the things going around you. This makes you very attentive to your surroundings. Also, in the initial days, the team members are very cautious, respectful, and supportive of each other. This results in a collective enthusiasm towards defining and achieving the goals together. And that is shown by this phase here. But this again doesn't last long. Soon enough, tiny disputes and misunderstandings arise, and the team effectiveness takes a deep dive. Now, there are two possible outcomes at this stage. Either the team gets shuffled, reorganized, or even dismantled, or the team arrives at a conclusion that if they have to complete the project on time, or if they have to get the work done on time, they should work together and work around the differences. That is shown by this yellow face. And when the mud settles, things become clear for everyone and their actions become streamlined towards the collective good. As a result, the productivity surges, and that is shown by this blue face. The green phase applies to the team, which will be dismantled after the project objective is achieved. Okay, now let's look at the full list again. Can't you see that what we've been discussing is applicable to all the people in this list? And not just that, this concept is applicable to almost everyone working in teams. And with that, congratulations. You've just learned the Tuckman's model or stages of team development. Well, you see, the different colored phases I had explained earlier are as follows: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. Forming or the formation phase, storming, where we said people fight with each other, where all the difference in opinion occurs. Norming or normalizing, performing, and adjourning. Pretty simple, right? This was first explained by the famous psychologist Bruce Tuckman, in whose name this model of team development is known as. He put together his experiences and observations while working with a group of sailors. And now the most important question: how does this concept benefit us? Or more importantly, how can we use this concept in our daily lives? Well, uh, the knowledge of this concept actually helps us in three ways: reduce the damage during the storming phase, realization that the storming phase doesn't last forever, and also avoiding or reducing the stormy phase altogether in a new team. But this can be possible when we use the concept of the Tuckman's model in line with another concept, which is the concept of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You see, as per the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, people can be broadly categorized into five levels based on the most important needs that drive them. In level 1, people are struggling or to survive by putting a roof over their head and food on table. In level 2, people are working hard towards job security. In level 3, people are thinking of starting a family and settling down and want to be a part of an established group. Level 4, people want recognition from their peers. They want to be distinguished from their peers and want to be known for the things they do. And at level 5, or the epitome, people desire to and eventually attain the point of self actualization with the things they do best. So that means a better understanding of the team is possible if efforts are put to assess what level of the hierarchy they do actually belong. This helps in streamlining the team towards the common goals very easily. But a word of caution: this concept has a very disastrous side too. There are people who actually benefited by prolonging the storming phase. People who play politics and undermine team efforts, corporate managements who divide and rule, media people who benefit from the chaos, and of course, competitors who want to ruin a company or a team. Okay, so that's it. That is one new concept of management simplified for you. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.